All right, this is the day after I didn't get a chance to finish filming it. Got interrupted and then had to dip for the movie. We watched the Mission Impossible movie. But yeah, this tender works. Got scared for a second that this one didn't work too. But yeah, as I was saying yesterday, all three of these two, and then the feet electric thing, all of them don't work. Not exactly sure why that's the case, but they all don't work. Yeah, which is weird. I don't know why. I have to double check the feet and the wire. I mean the extension cord, sorry. But I tried plugging the tender on that side, the red one, into the extension cord. It didn't work. Plugged it into the wall, it works. Plugged it into the yellow one, it works. So I don't know what happened to those three, but they're all gone. Thankfully, it didn't do anything to the bike battery. Not that I know of, at least. But yeah, I'm planning on buying a Noco for the bike, as well as a radiator guard as well. I gotta figure out how the install is on that though, because my radiator, I mean, it's already pretty cooked, I won't lie. And then I'm also planning on buying a front stand, and I also need to buy some oil so I can do an oil change, but that'll probably be in like the next 1 to 2 week-ish range. But yeah, I'm gonna try to show you guys. So I'm gonna try to, ideally, I'm pretty sure I'd put the front stand in that piece right there. I believe, yeah, it looks pretty right to be the hole. And then also the radiator, it's not perfect, like I said, but it's not like the worst condition or anything. There's a lot of imperfections, nothing, I don't think there's anything major. Obviously the ones that are chipped are not good, but I think all I'd have to remove is just like that bolt and that bolt. It should be a pretty simple install, I think. So I also found one for like 20 to 30 bucks on eBay, right? So shouldn't be too expensive. And then also the plan with the stands, I mean the front stand, is then obviously then if I'm not, because I'm actually, we canceled the other India ones because of the war, but we rebooked it. But it's gonna be like through a different airline and stuff, so we're not going over like, or like shouldn't be at least going near like the war situation stuff. But yeah, but when I'm gone for extended periods like that, I only have the rear, so ideally if I have both, I can just leave it on those things, and then that would leave the tires up in the air, so I don't have to worry about like the flat spots or the uneven spots or anything like that. I don't have to worry about moving it because obviously I'm not going to be here. Yeah, there was something similar you could do for your car, but I think that's a little bit overkill, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think my parents have had any issues like leaving their cars like that, like their old cars and stuff. But yeah, I mean, obviously if it's for like a super extended period of time, like 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, I don't think it's a super long time for a car to not like drive. And even if it does, it wouldn't be like as much of a issue if like one tire was bad as like a bike, because you only have 2 tires, so if anything happens to one of them and they're like kind of uneven, like the rear one's bigger, the front one's more for like direction, the rear one's more for kind of like traction-ish sort of. So they have like 2 different purposes, whereas like, I mean, technically I guess they do have 2 different purposes, but they're all the same size, I believe. And obviously if you lose one, you still have 3 others that you could at least get safely off the road with. So I feel like it's a lot more important on a bike, and it's a lot cheaper, obviously, too. All I need to buy is like I mean, the prices low-key aren't as cheap as a rear stand. I don't know, for at least it's called the head lift stand, I believe, the one where I showed you guys the hole goes in right there. I mean, maybe I could do, let me check actually, if that might be easier. I'm looking for a spot that I could put spools. I mean, I don't know if I could put spools anywhere. It might be just dumb, but I don't really see a spot. Like, I think you'd put them here, right? Right there, but yeah, I don't see a spot. So, I don't know. But yeah, I want to get a rear stand and then also probably end up getting to it once I get back because I don't think I'm going to be putting enough miles on it to get to the oil change amount. So I don't think I'll get the oil change done before I go to India. So I'll probably do that when I get back. And then I guess it'll end up being around the same time I did it last year because I think last year I did it in August too. So yeah, I'm trying to do it every like 3,000 miles. Might be a bit overkill, but again, I do kind of push this bike. So I do think that it's worth it. And I think that it's also like the clutch fluid. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, like the same oil goes into the clutch on the other side because that's where the clutch discs and everything are. So I think it's worth it to do it every 3,000. And it's only about $40 because I do it myself. So the only costs are going to be like the oil and the filter costs. So yeah. And again, yeah, I've been using the Fram, I think it's a 6017A, I think, or the 1617A. It's one of those two. I always get the numbers mixed up, but I have an extra one from last time because I bought two. So I don't need to buy that again. So it's only just the 3 quarts of oil, which I only need about like 2.6-ish of roughly, I believe. But that's the only cost. Because the K&N one, the K&N 303, that doesn't fit on mine because of the crash bars. Maybe eventually I'd do something where I cut the bolt part off, the one that you can screw off with like a bolt. But yeah, for now, I mean, the Fram's been pretty good. I don't really notice any performance difference because it did have the K&N one originally, I believe. But that one didn't have the bolt, and I can't find them online, the ones without the bolts, which is kind of annoying, but it barely doesn't fit too, which sucks. But I don't know if it's even that much of a difference, and they are a lot more expensive. It's like almost double, I think double or triple the cost of the Fram. So yeah, but either way, I don't think it's that big of a deal because I am doing the oil change every 3K miles. So yeah, with obviously fresh clean oil. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I also need to get the Noco like I mentioned, and then I'm probably gonna have to end up removing the old Quick Connect from the Stanley and then putting in the Noco ones. So I think that's gonna be like 40-ish plus bucks for that. But obviously I love the Noco stuff. I have the jump starter, and yeah, it clears. So hopefully it should last at least like 5 years. So $40 for 5 years, it's like less than $10 a year if you look at it like that. So it's not bad at all. But obviously it does suck buying things like that because you can't like split it over a year. So it's like you're still paying $40 at once. But yeah, that's about it. Also, Brad, sorry about your loss as well, the one you commented the other day. Yeah, it sucks, man. This sucks. There's too many bikers going down. Too many of them. Unfortunate. We gotta lock in, boys. And I know there's sometimes it's not anything that we can control. Like sometimes maybe you're just riding through a green light and you can't even look to your left and right and there's a car flying. But yeah, you just got to do your best. But yeah, I'm sorry about your loss. And yeah, let me know if you want to talk or anything. But yeah, I think that's about it. I need to clean my mom's car eventually too. Like I mentioned, it's muddy again. Looking at my little list. Yeah, other than that, the bike's fine. I do want to get the front stand though because it'll also make it nicer when I do oil changes, so I don't have to keep like rotating the bike and sitting on it when I'm filling in the oil, because even with just the rear, it's kind of tipped this way, like it's slanted, so it's not an accurate level. So it'll finally be nice. I could bring it into the garage or something, have it on both the stands, and hopefully it should be level enough, and then I can at least just only pour the oil. So actually that'll make it a lot nicer actually to do oil changes. But yeah. And then I'm also I might eventually, this might be a little bit down the road, but I'm looking at also buying a electric scooter, because there's like I mentioned earlier, there's a sidewalk that finally is like connected to our neighborhood. So if I wanted to, I could actually walk to places now, and like bicycle to places too, which is nice, because if I'm just not feeling like taking either of the vehicles, or if I'm going somewhere that I don't really want to bring either of the vehicles, like if I'm taking the metro, right, and I don't want to bring the car, like, I mean, obviously I can, and at least the metro is not bad because I can park in the garage, but obviously if I'm going somewhere, it would just be nicer to just leave the car inside. And also it looks beautiful because somehow I've kept it clean for like the last 3 weeks. I've just not been riding because I don't have to go to school, so I don't have to forcefully go anywhere. So I just leave it in here. It looks mint right now. Like, it looks so clean. I love that color. But yeah, if I wanted to leave it in the garage, there's always that worry about like somebody breaking the window, somebody stealing the car, right? So if I can just have an electric scooter, I can just take the sidewalk, and it shouldn't be too slow because I'd at least be moving at a pretty constant speed, and I could take that with me on the metro, right? Or I could just take that, if it's like 3 or 4 miles away from me, I could also just take the electric scooter. I'm pretty sure wouldn't be too bad of a commute, and obviously I wouldn't have to pay for gas and stuff, only like electricity for charging it. But yeah, that would be pretty nice, pretty cool. That's the plan for that. I really wanna, I've been meaning to get one for a while, but just never got to it, because also when I go to school, I park like 20 minutes away from the campus because it's cheaper, and also just like being away from everything. And I never end up getting it because I like the walk because it got me like, not forced me to, but it got me like those extra steps for a good amount of the days, right? So it was nice just to get those steps in. But yeah, so I never ended up getting it because of that. But now that sidewalk is opened up, it might be really nice actually to ride that around and just not have to like open the garage or something like that, right? It'll just be nice. And if it's raining, actually I don't know if I'll take that in the rain, but maybe, we'll see if I'm feeling ballsy that day. But yeah, just I don't have to worry about any of my vehicles. Same with the bike, like I could also take that to the metro and park there. But again, it's way easier to steal a bike. So it's like, I don't want that getting stolen, right? Just the worry of my vehicles, because I care about them. It's not like a car for me isn't just point A to point B. Like, I love the actual car itself. I love the actual bike itself. So it's like, I'm not like one of those people that like is like kind of like planning like solo trips a lot. Maybe on the bike I do because it's easier to find shade and like better parking. But on the car, I'm not gonna just go out to like DC by myself and just like park on the street in the sun and the heat, and then like walk into an air conditioning building. It's not what I kind of do, you know. I like my shit and I take care of it. So ideally, unless I have to, like, I'm not gonna take my stuff there. So just having the scooter would be nice, and I think I could probably snag one for like a couple $100. But yeah, again, like I said, that's in the future. I need to save up some money for that. And also I'd probably get one that's like foldable, so I could take that with me and I don't have to like park it anywhere. But even if somebody does steal the scooter, like worst case, like I'll obviously put a lock on it, like one of those U-locks. Worst case, it's a $300 hit compared to like if they stole the bike, it's like $3K hit, something like that, you know. But yeah, I mean, I also could take this too, but again, it's a lot harder because it's a mountain bike. I have to do a lot more effort and it would take a lot longer. So it's not like, I don't think I could consistently do that. Like if I need to get somewhere on time, I don't think I could just take this. Yeah, and also it's not really as portable as a scooter. I could lock it and stuff and probably take it on the metro with me too, but it's just not as efficient. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's about it. I just wanted to update you guys. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm trying to think if I had anything else that I was gonna say or buy or do, but I think that's it. And yeah, also Brad, you were asking about the video. I mean the two bikes. Yes, they're so fire. I put a post, or I put a picture in the post section of my main channel. So if you want to check those out, I might also eventually get a video of them. I think this is the only bike I've ridden actually, other than the dirt bike that I was on for the MSF course. So yeah, I feel like if I get on something higher power, even though it's still limited in the break-in period, I'll just be more inclined to like, once you get that feeling, it's just harder to not like remember it, you know. Even this bike is already crazy enough. Like if you take this for a spin with no gear, like no helmet or anything, it just feels a lot, you can like actually kind of get a better feeling of stuff compared to if you have a helmet on. Like even if you go 25 without a helmet, it feels like you're going 50 compared to if you're wearing a helmet, it just feels like you're going like 10. So yeah, I feel like if I get on their bikes, I'm gonna be more inclined to upgrade. Obviously I don't have the money for that right now, but it'll just be like a thought in the back of my head. And I kind of like that I limit myself to 300. It's a great bike, by the way, don't get me wrong, but obviously it's not as powerful in the higher end situations, like if I'm on a highway or something like that and I'm trying to like get the extra passing power, it's not there. But I mean, it gets you to 115, right? But yeah, all right, that's about it. But I'll try to get some content of those. I did record some footage, but it's kind of in their neighborhood, so I don't really want to post that. But yeah, and also the drone has been fire. I also got the new iPad, which has been pretty good. But the game isn't still optimized. Fortnite is not optimized yet, so it only kind of lasts me like 2 to 3 hours, and it gets fairly hot, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, I haven't played the game for 5 years. Like I played it, but not when it was unbanned, right? And I've never played 120 FPS, so I just thought it was like worth it. You only live once. Just pulled the trigger on it. I bought it. It was like one of the most expensive. I think that was like the most expensive thing that I bought, other than the bike. Cause that was the first time my card got like paused, and I had to like approve it with the text. But yeah, that is, I think, the most expensive thing I bought. And I think the third thing would be the radar detector. It's in the glove box right now. But also, if I make it to June, which I easily should, I don't want to jinx it, because there's about 2 weeks left, because I'm going to Miami for a couple days, June 7th, and then going to India like mid-June. So I think I easily should make it to June, and then also July, because if I make it to then, I get a point back on my driving record. Because I don't even know if you guys know about this, but last year around this, or like a couple weeks from now, so this is May, so in like June/July, I got pulled over, got 4 tickets in the whip. And yeah, I did the driving course and everything. I got some points back with that. I think I'm still like positive right now, but I believe she said if you go a year without any things, which somehow, I don't know how, but somehow it's almost close to a year with no like tickets or nothing. I don't know how, but yeah. And somehow, I don't want to jinx that again either, but I've also never been pulled over on the motorcycle. I have no idea how. I've done some crazy shit, but yeah, it seems like most of the cops are fairly more chill about motorcycles. So that's obviously nice, right? But because I don't have anything on the bike. Like I have Waze, which helps a good amount, but I don't have a radar detector on the bike. Yeah, but yeah. Oh man, this thing just looks so fire right now. I don't think it looks as good on camera. Maybe it does, but it just looks so nice when it's clean. And there's not like super amount of light right now, so it looks a little bit better. Because if there's a lot more light, you can kind of see like there's a bunch of dust. Not like insane amount, but there's like a small layer. It's crazy because even in the garage, it still piles up. But yeah, I just haven't gotten around to putting the cover back on because I felt like it was flaking a little bit. I'll see if I want to get like a new cover, or I think it's like $30 or something if I pay them, and I think I'm pretty much paying for the new shipping, but there's a warranty on the old cover, carcovers.com, I think it's what it's called. I bought that a while ago, but you pretty much, sure, you just pay for shipping, but they ship you a couple. I think it's like max 3 they'd ship you back. But I think I split it off, the cost of like all the initial cover cost and then the shipping cost for each 3. I remember, I think it was around 60 to 70 per cover. Oh, like overall spread out over 4, which low-key isn't bad because they're pretty good quality covers, at least I think. But it did kind of get faded after a while, but I did leave it outside. I mean, it is an outside cover, but I did leave it outside for a lot longer, or that was like its main purpose when I was parking outside. But I mean, it did its job. And it's also weird because one of my mom's friends bought a new car, the electric Mercedes-Benz one. I don't like that car at all, I'm not gonna lie. It's too much tech for me, super expensive, and there's like AI built into the car. It's just, I don't know, I don't like that at all. Especially because she said once that she was driving a little bit too fast or something, and then her Tesla insurance increased through like the Tesla app or whatever, which is also weird. But I was looking at it, and like those scratches I was talking about like a week or 2 ago, like those micro scratches that you can barely kind of see, but not really. If you look at it from the right like light and angle, you can see them. But her car kind of had them too, so I don't know. I think it's just maybe like I don't know what it's from, because hers is literally brand new. So yeah, I have no idea what that could be from. But yeah, I mean, it's did its job. Obviously, it's only been like 2 to 3 years since I've had this car, but yeah, everything still looks mint. There's obviously a small few imperfections that were a skill issue, but some were not a skill issue. Some were just like rock chips from like trucks and stuff. But yeah, overall, this car's been great. And I think a little bit down the road, once I save up some more money, I'm gonna maybe try and PPF certain parts of it if it's not too late, because there are already dings and stuff, like smaller ones. But I think there's like key areas that would be smart to kind of cover, like your mirror area. I don't know if they'd even do that, because I know like some shops are not like gonna do small stuff for you, but I'd like maybe just the whole mirror. I'd cover just the whole mirror, and then like this portion of door handle, and like the whole front end up to like the hood probably too, and then the windshield as well, which I also want to get tinted. Probably something light. I don't want to get pulled over for tint and stuff, but like ceramic, just like reduce the heat coming in and stuff to help protect the interior. Obviously, I do have those, like the sunshades, but those you can't have up while you're driving, obviously. So, and I think I'd also do my mom's windshield and her front 2 windows, because I'm pretty sure the rear 3 are tinted because it's an SUV. But yeah, if I do the front 3, at least it'll prevent some heat coming into her car as well. But yeah, and then like a little bit of the back, I think I'd do like just the part like if you were to hit like a wall or bump into one. Did I get it? Damn, I think I did. Can't see it, but yeah, I hate mosquitoes. But yeah, dash cam keeps falling. I try to angle it so it's like pinned between the floor and the windshield, but yeah, and I think that's the main thing. And then maybe like some area near the gas tank, just to account for any possible scratches or like drips. But yeah, overall, I mean, this car looks almost like the day that we got it. Yeah, never taken it through a scratch and shine or anything like that. But yeah, only been hand washing it at least like once a month. Maybe not as much in the winter because it's just a lot harder. But I think next year I'd take it down to like the self-serve area or something. We'll see. If I go there, I think I'd only really use their water. I don't really want to use any of their super high chemicals. I think I just take my little foam cannon with soap, and if it's not too busy, I'll get my stuff going and then use their water. And then I don't know if I'd be able to bring my leaf blower, but if not, I'd just take the towel, obviously. But the leaf blower is a lot nicer because it's first of all, it's like really good on the windshields. I don't have any ceramic or anything. I do like the spray on wax, but that's about it. But yeah, so obviously it's not as good on like the paint and the cars, like I mean like the panels and stuff. But on the glass, it's so nice. It literally just like moves it like perfectly. And mine's not even like anything crazy powerful either. It's like a $25 one from Amazon. Shout out Owen, got me for my birthday. But yeah, I mean it does the job and it just gets most of the water off. So then your towel does less work. And especially when I'm doing like my car and my mom's car, I only have like one big towel, so it's like if I do it just for the water, it gets too wet and it's not like as ideal for cleaning both of them. But yeah, after I blow everything and then do it with the towel, then I can do the spray wax with the microfiber and stuff. And then that gets like any extra water stuff off. So that's like kind of like my last line of defense. And then yeah, also if you don't have like a water system, like one of those Pyron water filtration systems that makes the water 0 ppm, you don't want to be washing in the sun, because it's so hard. Even if you're doing panel by panel, I don't think it's possible to like do it properly without like the water staining behind and stuff, unless maybe you're doing with like another person, but it's just not worth it. I'd honestly just wait till like nighttime, get some proper lighting set up, or like as close to like 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m. if you have the right shade, and then like work into the night. But yeah, definitely don't do it in the sun. I've learned that the hard way. It leaves so many spots behind, especially in like the glistening sun. And I've had some issues where it actually left like big stains behind where I couldn't even get it past. Like I couldn't even take it off with the spray wax either. I had to buy like the Chemical Guys. That's like the one Chemical Guys product I'll recommend. It's like it's like an orange thing. It's like the one that kind of takes out the stains from like hard water. Actually, I forgot the name. It's in my closet. But yeah, that one's really nice. I actually love it. Obviously I don't use it like every day or something. It was more of like a one-time job because I don't do that mistake again. But yeah, don't wash your cars in like the super sunny stuff. Yeah, I think that's about it. And we're actually going tomorrow with my boys, the ones with the 2 bikes, the 500 and the 650, to get some gear. I'm probably not gonna get anything. I might get them something later on as like a gift, because when I went down to UMD, they got me some stuff, not like gifts, but like they paid for me because we went to the pool and stuff. Because I'm not even trolling, like I was literally dirt broke, like literally like last weekend I had nothing. But I mean right now it's like it's crazy how fast shit can change if you like work towards it. But yeah, it's finally paying off and I'm finally locked in. Thankfully I actually found something where I can like make money like that with my like stock skills and stuff, because I'm pretty much just trading futures right now on a prop firm with instant funded, so I don't have to pass the evaluation and stuff. And the evaluation's not like the hardest thing to pass, but I just don't want to spend like 2 weeks to pass it like fair and square, not fair and square, but like doing like appropriate sizing. And if I feel like if I don't do appropriate sizing, I'm just gambling at that point, and I don't want to do that and then rush it till they get to the funded. But I think once I get the payout from these instant fundeds, which actually I meet the minimum payout requirement for one of the accounts, so I think within the next 2 weeks I'll be in a good spot where I can finally take the payout. So I'll be in a actually really good spot, not like anything crazy, but way better than I was 2 weeks ago. But I kind of wanted to get them something because they got me this stuff, even though it was like $10, but it's not about the money, it's about the principle. So I think what I was thinking of, because I got this rug from Costco, so what I was thinking of was I might get them that for their bikes, because again, they're just putting in the garage, right? So I told them about it, and they'll probably get it eventually. So I might get like one of these for each of their bikes, so 2 of them, and then might get them a cover. I still don't know what the cover, because obviously for my bike, I don't really care. because it's already scratched up. So I put this cover on, which is, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a bicycle cover. So I actually don't even know how it fit. It was supposed to be for this bike because I got it from Walmart. But yeah, I just put on this and then put the random cover, the old shower curtain, over this one, just to cover the chain a little bit. But yeah, just to like prevent anything getting in the chain, and same for the bike, just to prevent anything from falling on anything or getting in the exhaust or on the chain or like in that area right there. But I think I might get them like a cover or like the floor rug, but they don't have them at Costco anymore, so I don't know. I'll see, because it's kind of like a perfect length too, and it's only about $25 per rug, and obviously it's not, there's a lot more room, so it's not like a tight fit or anything. But yeah, I think that's about it. And also, if you're still watching this, Brad, I'm probably gonna send you 50 back on Venmo, because yeah, I feel bad. I don't want to take your money for that. So if you're still watching this, I'm probably gonna send it to you in a couple, like a week or two, or something like that. Or I might just get you something as like a gift. So yeah, let me know if you're still watching this. If you're not, I'll probably reply to you later about it. Yeah, because job's not finished, even though it's at a really good spot right now. Job is not finished, so I don't want to get ahead of myself there. But yeah, and then yeah, that's about it. This is a super long video, 30 minutes, and I'll probably include the clips. Actually, I'm probably not going to include the clips from what I filmed yesterday, but it's probably too late to say that now, huh? But yeah, I need to pop a front stand too, just because that'll leave the maintenance part out of it, and then get the battery tender back. I mean, you don't really need a battery tender as much in the summer. Like, I checked the battery on this car, it was fine yesterday, and I checked it on my mom's car. I let her charge for a little bit longer just because, but yeah, overall, you don't really need to do it in the summer. It's just being a little overkill. But yeah, it doesn't hurt to check. And same for the bike, like, it's fine. But in the winter, I definitely recommend it, especially because I'm not turning it on for like 3 months. So it's definitely worth it in the winter. Yeah, I think that's about it and everything I covered yesterday. So yeah. But yeah, job is not finished, so I don't want to get ahead of myself there. But overall, and then yeah, also I just put the jack stands down for now, just because I don't want to just have them all there. Might be a little bit too much weight for the shelf. It's kind of bending inwards. I don't know if it's like a super big deal, but I'll just leave them on there for now. And yeah, I think that's about it though for this video. If you're still watching, I don't blame you if you're not, because this is a pretty long video. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And yeah, I also made a new Fortnite mobile channel, but I know that's probably not many of you guys' interest, so I'm not gonna have any hard feelings if you don't subscribe. But yeah, I would appreciate it if you do, and if you do enjoy that content, go check it out. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.